Ayy, I got the recipe, never gonna let any op get the best of me. Thought it was distance, but haters is next to me. Talk to the spirit, you know I've been heavenly. Company definitely show your trajectory. This ain't a diss cause I say it respectfully. It's time to eat up, bread like a speeder. Taking it deeper and that's how it better be. I never let the comparison get to me. I just remember the promises meant for me. I know the enemy and that he sent for me. I keep the blood of the lemons, my centerpiece. I cannot trust in no crystals or energy. Look at the chemistry, it do not even mix chemically. Most of the tricks, they be gimmicks, they mimic the truth. It's poison and we got the remedy. There is a bomb, apply it. The fire can stand to the tallest of giants. The tyrant and all the suppliers are scheming and lying. They selling his dreams and we buying it. Show me the chicken, I'm frying it. Show me the dough and I'm prying it. Ain't never lacking it, so what I'm packing, he taking it, he magnifying it. They say you ain't bout it. Tell them that you finna make it, but they doubt it. But you rose like the flower. Tell me what it's like to live with superpowers. I don't know, but I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I'ma get it. I just know that I'ma get it. 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 Ayy. I got the drive, the bus, the truck, the gas is stuck. I ain't the one to rely on the luck. I put in work and then he show up. I know it's faith that's in the reps, ain't no regrets, I do too much. It ain't me if you saying I stunt. He calling the plays and I do what he want. This ain't a front, glory to G-O-D. It's what you could do with a mustard seed. It's what you could do when you start to believe. Take fear and you cast it inside of the sea. 100% out of me, cause he gave it all on the tee when he let it bleed. So what is you saying to me? You just insecure about the love that turned me to a beast. I take a step and I ain't turning back. He made me first cause I know that I'm last. I ain't got time for no thing in the past. Learn from it first and then I react. Hands off me, don't hold me. Get it jumping like a trampoline. All truth, ain't no trolling. We in good hands, no folding. They say you ain't bout.
Hey, what you need, yeah? Man, I got it, wow. What you say, hey? We about it, get the cream, yeah. Why you slacking? Why you talking all the top, boy, you capping? What you need, hey? Yeah, I got it, with the team, yeah. We about it, wow. Get the cream, yeah. Why you slacking? Why you talking all the top, boy, you capping?
Yeah, why you capping, no? Feel like a rubber band, I've been snapping, no. Yeah, I've been up here with my team, so you know this what I mean. We've been going up like...
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time as pitchers and catchers do indeed report today. I know I can't see you guys' faces behind this screen, but I know for a fact you all are as excited as I am to get this season underway. It has been a while. The Yankees won 82 games last year, folks. 82 games. I repeat again, 82 games. It was a disappointing season. We all know that. We all understand that. But now it is time for a new chapter. Now it is time for a brand new, chapter to be written. And that chapter is the 2024 New York Yankees. Guys, Aaron Boone is set to speak momentarily. Supposed to speak at 1 o'clock. As we got videos that come up on Twitter, I will play it for you guys. I'll have it there for you. We'll discuss his comments. But first and foremost, I just want to say this. It is a fresh start for everybody. It is a fresh start for Aaron Boone. It is a fresh start for his coaching staff. They now have Juan Soto, who, by the way, was chilling in the Yankees Dominican Republic Academy, talking to the young players there. You know, maybe a guy that's 1 and out. Does he really have to do that? I think Soto knows where he wants to be. Anyway, it is a new chapter. Aaron Boone, you start fresh. We've been through hell and back since 2018. Ups, downs, roller coaster ride. For me and Booney, it's a love-hate relationship. I'll tell you guys right now, you already know that. But again, I wish Aaron Boone nothing but the best. I hope to see him holding up number 28. And if he does that, by all means, bring the guy back. That's the way I feel about it very early in the year. This is not our nights at the round table. You guys know we have our nights at the round table coming up. The day right before opening day, and we're going to give all your predictions and bold takes and AL East rankings, MVP, Cy Youngs, all that fun stuff on the 27th, so mark it down on your calendar. But guys, spring training is here. Soto is a New York Yankee. There's been videos already of Carlos Rodon working out. There's been videos already of Aaron Judge shagging balls in center field. There's been video of Marcus Stroman out there. Guys, I am pumped. I am excited. And I am ready to friggin' go. We got a couple of super chats already.
Thank you for being a friend.
Aaron Rodgers says, hey, Pete, Mahomes is Purdy, huh? Let's go Yankees. Mahomes is one of the all-time greats, no doubt about it. Brock Purdy, though, held his own. I think he was fantastic in that game. JC says, I hope Boone didn't bring the umbrella. I hope he didn't bring the umbrella, too. That's the last. Imagine he comes out with an umbrella. If he goes up there talking with an umbrella, I'm done.
Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
That's a nice cup of coffee, folks. That's a nice cup of coffee. That's a real nice cup of coffee. John, what's up, my guy? Matthew, JC, kicking with Roy. My guy, how you doing? Smack you to like. Scott Wright, how you doing, my friend? Desiree Conrad, how are you? Hunter Lawson, my guy, what's up, brother? Hunter, you know I'm always providing the content, folks. Again, guys, the year is just beginning. I need to tell you guys real quickly. I need to tell you guys again and again and again and again. There's no better place to be than right here. NYYU, guys, will have you covered all the time, no matter what. Johnny Almonte, what's up, brother? All right, guys, I am waiting. There he is. There's Boone. Let's get a look at this guy. Look at that face. Oh, man, if that's a sign of things to come, I don't know. If that face is a sign of things to come, I don't know what to tell you. If that face is a sign of things to come, it might not be too cute this year. Nah, Boone, we'll see what happens. I'm very, very excited about the Yankee season this year. Aaron Rodgers says, what's the proper way for the cup of coffee? Proper way? I don't think there's a proper way, man. It's got to be the way you enjoy your cup of coffee. I'm an all-black guy, okay? So for me, you pour the coffee, and that's it. I don't need sugar. I don't need creamers. I don't need none of that. I'm a big fan of black coffee. And by the way, happy Valentine's Day to all the ladies out there. And men, I hope you're getting your girl a little something today. Delicious. I had to run out because I had to go get the beautiful, lovely, wonderful fiance a couple dozen roses, okay? But that is all done. Now I can kind of relax on my day, and we're going to have a nice little day. Let's see. So here's some news immediately out the gate. Scott Efros will not be ready for opening day. Scott Efros had back surgery in December. They expect him out until the summer. So there you go already, guys. Scott Efros is out. Typically, you do get news on guys who are hurt. That's a lot of times what they have this thing. When they have these conferences, you hear about surgeries that took place late in the year. So Scott Efros, bump him off the list of available pitchers. Take him off there. Scott Efros will not be back until the summer. Aaron Boone said Jose Trevino had a calf strain. Won't be available for the first couple of weeks of games in spring. So on top of that, Jose Trevino with a calf strain. Only spring training is what they're saying right now. So a couple of weeks for spring training. I'm kind of scared to keep scrolling down at this point. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to see next. Marcus Stroman out here taking some throws, as you guys see this right here. Make this one a little bigger. There you see Stro out there doing a little, kind of a live BP. I don't know if these guys are actually swinging yet. They might just be seeing the batter in the box. That's also a normal thing that they do. Yeah, it looks like that's exactly what they're doing, just taking it there. Ronnie, my brother. Ronnie says, wanted to let cash off the hook. Not anymore. Was hoping we go into the season as a no-doubt AL favorite. We're not that 100%, but go Yanks. Ronnie, I'm right there with you, man. I said it yesterday with Dane. If the New York Yankees go out there and they bring in another starting pitcher, I feel they're the American League favorite. Right now, it's still up in the air to me. Look, games got to be played. We all understand that. But I know what Ronnie means. You want it on paper. I'm the same exact way. This is from our good Johnny Lasagna. I would bring you fresh baked cookies and warm milky after a loss. from Aaron Boone. That is Boone's. That's his card right there. Look at that. That's beautiful. Oh, look at that Boone. Look at that Boone Valentine's Day card. That's a beautiful thing. Oh, isn't that cute? Come on now. That's cute. Come on. That's cute. All right, we're going to continue to get updates here on Boone. This is again from Brian Hoke. Jose Trevino had a calf strain a couple of weeks ago and won't be available for the first couple of weeks of games. Okay, we already knew that. Aaron Boone said, of course, Scott Efros will be out until the summer. So as we get updates, guys, we will keep it going. So yeah, as of right now, Scott Efros kind of joins that Ben Rortvedt group of Ghost. Will we ever actually see the Ghost? We don't know about that. Let's see what else we got here. Jose Trevino, Scott Efros, no other updates from that. Aaron Boone presser is still going. Guys, again, if you hear anything via the presser, I don't have it up. For some reason, it's not playing for me. Why do they continue to keep us in the dark about surgeries? You know, Scott, that's a great question, man, because it's become something that we've seen all the time now with the Yankees is these first press conferences of the spring turn into who had surgery in the offseason that we don't know about. It happens a lot, if you remember. It happens often. Sometimes they'll even wait till spring training to be like, hey, get the surgery. Yankees have been a mess over the last couple of years. But look, man, again, a new leaf has been turned. Let's see what the frig happens, right? Let's give it a little bit of time. So it does look like Jose Trevino's probably not going to miss the start of opening day. It looks like he will be okay for opening day. It's going to be more of sitting out the first couple of weeks of games, potentially. So I don't know if that gives Wells a heads up and maybe starting every game early. I don't know, but I don't think it's really a big deal from what we're seeing yet. Still loading up. And guys, I do got stuff I do want to talk about too when it comes to the Yankees. But as of right now, I'm just waiting to see if we get anything else from good old Boone here. That's still the same updates. Nothing new being written as of now. We'll continue to wait and see what we get, but I don't have anything new yet. Guys, remember too, April 20th is right around the corner. Do not miss your tickets. Get your tickets to this event, folks. I'm telling you right now, you are not going to want to miss it. Do not miss it. Wolf, Scott Efros will be out to mid-year, midsummer is what they're saying. And Jose Trevino has a calf strain, but he's not expected to really miss any time, just some spring training. But again, who the hell knows? Who knows with these Yankees? You never really know what happens. They say that now, and he could miss 6 months. He could be out for the year. Who the frig knows at this point? Who the hell knows at this point? 1 second. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry, Dane was just messaging me real quick. He's trying to interrupt me while I'm live, okay? Daffy? Daffy, what's up, my guy? Daffy says we need Snell. Hey, brother. I'm right there with you, man. I think we do too. I think Snell would be amazing. To me, you add Snell to this team, and the Yankees are the World Series favorites for the American League. And that's my complete humbled opinion on that one. I believe that would be the case. I truly believe that would be the case. No doubt about it. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me switch here real quickly. Turn that off. And what do we have here? 1 second, guys. 1 second. All right, there we go. There we go, baby. Let's see. Still waiting for more updates. It doesn't seem like this conference with Boone is too interesting. All right, here we go. We got some stuff here from Boone. Here we go. Let me play this for you guys. Let's listen to Boone.
That's all it is right now. Right now, I would say I think we have a chance to be a great offense. Again, that's all it is right now is a chance. last year was a struggle for us offensively, for different reasons. Obviously, we had some significant guys go down. You take out key pieces, but then that doesn't always, derail you or end the road for you. I go back to 2019 where we were ravaged with injuries and everyone just kind of kept on stepping up and the reinforcements were there. I do feel like we're better positioned and better equipped to deal with a guy going down here or a guy going down there. I do like our depth right now. I do like our balance right now.
Agreed.
My expectation is that we are an elite offense again. That's what I expect. I think it's a reasonable expectation with what we have. But again, we got to go show you.
Hey, look, man, again, it's very, very early. I like that there's no excuses. He is right about the Yankees' depth. I agree with him on that. I do think the Yankees have a lot more pieces this year where if guys go down, you could potentially have some really, better, quote-unquote, players step in for the Yankees, especially on the pitching side. They really have that on the pitching side. Everson Pereira, if any outfielder goes down, Everson's right there in AAA. Same thing with Oswald Peraza. These are some things right there that the New York Yankees have definitely improved upon. He's also right about the Yankees' balance. They're a much more balanced club now, adding lefties. Shocker here, folks. The New York Yankees are better. Ready? Because they've added left-handed bats. Whoa! Who the hell didn't know that? Yankees added left-handed bats. No question about it. It makes them a better, more balanced club. And at the end of the day, folks, it makes them an overall better team. It makes them an overall better team. We do got a lot of video here coming from Boone. Let's get to this next one here.
Well, look, I think like a lot of teams think right now, we feel like we have a chance to be really good, but we certainly understand we're in February. I think one of the things I'm most pleased with is, you talk about the winter and the off season for guys, and that's where the initial foundation is laid. And
right.
I do feel like a lot of people, and some people that are maybe coming off of injury situations or difficult seasons, guys you kind of looked at and felt like, man, let's have a really great offseason. I feel like that initial box has been checked for a lot of guys. There's still a couple guys to get in here that we haven't seen, but for the most part, we've seen a ton of traffic over at Himes for really the better part of the entire winter, and to varying degrees, guys have been there a couple months all the way to, trickling in the last couple of weeks. So I'm excited about where guys are.
Good to hear that from Boone, and that's something that we heard a lot about, and really what Boone is talking about there is what we were saying this whole offseason, right, guys, is, I was saying and the team was saying here, the only thing you can look at in the offseason is what work was put in. For an example, Carlos Rodon, right? He's been there for a while. We saw him taking basically throwing BP today. And look, there is nothing else that you can do. Boone just said it, and he's right. The guys that we have asked to really come in a certain shape, in a certain form, doing certain things that we have asked, have done that. Stanton, we know, has lost a lot of weight. He's really slimmed down. He probably feels that's the best thing I could do at this point in my career. Carlos Rodon has slimmed down. There's no denying it. He also said the mustache was a little bad juju, so he took that off. So again, this is a superstitious guy. You know what I mean? You're not superstitious because you don't want to win. You're superstitious because you know you're good and you know you could do it. So, everything right now that Boone just said, he's right about. These guys want to go out there, compete. They want to win. And the most they can do in the offseason, he feels they have done. That's a good sign.
Well, I think anytime you're a championship level team, and hopefully in the end we're holding that trophy, that's what we're here to try and accomplish.
Guys, do you see one thing? Does anybody notice one big difference that we've heard so far? And I'm going to keep it going, but does anybody notice one big difference in the Yankees' tone so far? Just hearing Boone talk. They're not committing to the we're a World Series caliber team. This team could do it all. They seem a little more reserved if everything goes the way we expect. Guys have done what they have to do. We got to play games on the field. I think that's pretty interesting. I like that, actually.
I think a lot of things have to go right, Start with health. You're going to...
Boom.
In any season, you're going to have your health challenges here and there. But hopefully, for the most part, especially a lot of your core guys can go to the post regularly. I mean, that's an important factor.
Yep.
Obviously going through with what we went through last year as a club, nobody wants that ever again, and that it really left obviously a sour taste, and it's like sand getting kicked in your face.
Okay, sand. Okay.
I do feel like we have a group that is always really focused and diligent on preparing and getting ready to go out and have a great season, but I do think there's another level of edge and focus to not wanting that to happen again, and we have a lot of guys with pride in there that, again, I feel like that first box has been checked by a lot of guys that are eager to put last year behind us.
Yeah, I think we all are eager to put last year behind us. Slim Lewis, my brother, thank you so much, fam. My guy Slim Lewis says, Pete, if some of the elderly Yankees get hurt this season, Rizzo, DJ Stanton, what's your prediction as to which young player steps up and rakes? Got to be real with you, man. Out of those guys, look, there's a couple of guys here. I think we can name 4 of them, right? Dominguez is a little bit away. I think Ben Rice is going to be a guy that's going to have to show up at some point this year. And look, 2 guys we're used to. Oswald Peraza and Everson Pereira. May not be the sexy answer that everybody wants to hear, but I'll be honest with you guys. That's one of the best answers I can give you. I think people are forgetting about these guys. I think they're still extremely talented. And I think if anybody goes down, they could definitely step right in. So we'll see. Let's keep it going with Boone.
I think there's a lot of different reasons. I think one of the things that you can start with is Aaron, living here in the winter, and he started to help create and foster that culture. We're fortunate in that Himes, we've got a great facility that's, we can cater to a lot of different things for guys, so guys understand that they can go in there and get everything they need, and they're in Florida in the winter. So I think over the last couple of years, I've seen that needle move for us where more and more guys are starting to be here. And I do feel like now that culture's really started to happen. And I think it's a little bit different for everybody. Some guys are rehabbing and needed to be down here. Some guys are, again, that sour taste in your mouth of, hey, making sure I'm doing everything possible in my off season to get myself ready to go out there and be the player and the team we expect to be. And so it makes me happy that guys are so invested in one another, but it's also, I think, a testament to this organization and the resources that we have that make it a place that guys can get really great preparation work in the wintertime.
He meant to say what guys can get really great preparation H. Fucking Booney. Yeah, so nothing new there. Basically crediting Aaron Judge with creating a new type of culture, which, hey, look, you talk about something else that a lot of us have said, right? We've all kind of talked about that culture that needs to be created with this club. No question about it. There got to be a bit of a difference. There's got to be a different philosophy. This team got to go about it some different ways to win ball games. And sometimes it's a little different to do, especially when you're so used to sitting back and waiting on the home run ball. So maybe things will be a little different, but we got a lot more clips here from Booney. Let's keep them going, guys.
Non-roster people that we've brought in, we'll see. I'm really excited about the names that a lot of people don't know about yet that are now part of that depth. You know, obviously we made a big trade for Juan Soto, Alex Verdugo, bringing those guys in, Trent Grisham, and you know, that tapped into some of that depth that you're asking about. I do like whether it's non-roster people that we've brought in, whether it's young prospects pushing up, you know, Warrens and Hamptons and Luis Hill now back from injury. I do feel like, considering what we lost in some trades this year, I think we're in a much better depth position than maybe I even expected. But you know that depth's going to be challenged.
True.
And, you know, we'll find out.
That's a very, very strong and honest comment from Aaron Boone right there, right? He mentions Luis Hill, he mentions Will Warren, he mentions Chase Hampton, and he mentions them in a very good way. He says, hey, look, these guys are going to be tested. We know that already. We know how baseball is. Nobody goes with 5 starters all season. You're going to go 6, 7, 8, you know, and that is going to happen. Hopefully none of those are long-term, but many of these guys have a real chance. Boone is talking sense. He seems a lot more hesitant to come out there and be a little rah-rah, so to say. And I wouldn't say he is harnessing it in. I think he's just saying, hey, look, we've learned something. Games got to be played on the field. You know, no matter if we believe we're going to be a great team or not, they have to be played on the field. We got a super chat here from John. He goes, good morning, Pete, Dane, Bigfoot, and fam. Have the Yankees made any changes with their medical staff and or conditioning coaches? No. Based off what we've been told, no. They have not made any changes whatsoever in that. Boone is talking about pudding. Let's see what he got to say about pudding, maybe some cupcakes.
Now, I mean, the proof is going to be in the pudding.
Pudding!
I can sit here and, you know, coming off of what we've come off the last year, talk about things. We got to go out and show you, and we got to go out and prove it.
I love it. I love it.
And I'm excited for that challenge. Now, I mean, the proof is going to be in the pudding.
Play this one again.
I can sit here and, you know, coming off of what we've come off the last year, talk about things. We got to go out and show you, and we got to go out and prove it.
That's what what was I telling you guys? Pacoda. You grab that Pacoda bullshit. You grab it and bah! You boot it all the way for a field goal. It's good. That's what you do with Pacoda. Boone had the best answer right there. I love that answer. I got to tweet it right now. I love the answer from Boone. Prove it on the field. Bam, that's it. Some people won't look into that. Some people will be like, oh, yeah, Pete, what is he? Of course. What else is he gonna say, Pete? What else is he gonna say? You know, I got sick and tired of hearing with a World Series caliber team, this and that bullshit. No. Gotta be played in the field. That's why I tell you guys, it's cute to say on paper we look great. It's cute to say on paper we think we can win it all. It's a good feeling, but it's gotta be played in the field. It's that simple.
Around the league, that's a challenge for a lot of teams, is catching depth. And I do feel like right now, the group of catchers we've assembled, we feel really good about.
Damn right.
You know, so there'll be a lot of, you know, competition and guys pushing one another, because we do feel like we have some really good options. But I'm excited where Austin Wells is.
Who isn't excited about Austin Wells, guys? You've heard me and Dane talk about him a lot. Hell, I've spoken about him many times. In my very own belief of Austin Wells becoming a fan favorite for New York Yankee fans, I really believe that is what he could very well become. I'm a big fan of Austin Wells. He reminds me a lot of of Nick Johnson when he was really healthy. A guy that could go to right field, left field, take pitches, work counts. And he just feels like somebody that's really going to catch on this year. No pun intended about catch. I think he could catch on this year very, very well. But we got some more here from Boone. I want to give him his time and his respect here at NYYU and keep it going.
Now, is there a player or maybe two players that you say this season kind of hinges on them either having a better year than last year, that they would be the key to success this season?
Let's see how he answers this.
I think when you talk about guys that are coming off of injury, I think it's having a handful of those things pop. And again, I think we're at a point in the process of we're at phase one of this where it's how was the off season, what kind of foundation have you laid for yourself. I do feel like the guys that have really needed that, again, have had the winners they've had. I haven't seen everyone yet, but I'm comfortable with that. You know, one guy that I look to is DJ LeMahieu.
Yeah.
DJ looks really, really good, and I'm really excited where he's at physically, and I think whatever struggles he's had at different times over the last couple of years have been just that. They've been physical in nature, and I think he's in as good a place as he's been in the last couple of years, and I think a healthy, productive DJ, you know, from an offensive and position player standpoint,
It's vital.
puts us in a really good spot.
Yeah,
Obviously,
he's
we've got
right.
to have some bounce back from starters that had different injuries last year, you know, between
Rodon.
Carlos and Nestor.
Yeah.
Loaizaga, who is such a dynamic reliever in this game, as we've all
Correct.
seen when he's been healthy.
Correct.
Not having him healthy, that's a big missing piece,
Yep.
considering what a weapon he is when he's healthy. You know, those are a couple that come to mind.
Yeah, great answers again from Boone. I mean, spot on with that one, right? We all know that already. The belief is, can DJ LeMahieu still be that guy? And is it physical issues or what is it? But look, he named the right players. DJ LeMahieu's vital to the Yankees offense. And look, I know as much as I don't like it, as much as many of you don't like it, DJ LeMahieu is going to likely be the leadoff hitter. It's going to be LeMahieu, Soto, Judge. That is likely what the Yankees are going to go with. I know it's very early, and I believe the next clip is Boone talking about the batting order. So we'll take a listen on that. But he mentions DJ LeMahieu being vital to the offense. We know that. He mentions Carlos Rodon, Nestor Cortez, and another very good one he mentions is John Loaizaga, who, let's be honest here, the guy's always injured, it feels like, so you never get your hopes up about him. But man, oh man, would he be so pivotal. He would be pivotal for the New York Yankees to be in that bullpen and be a shutdown guy at the end of games. Could potentially even fit into a closer role if he's healthy. He has that type of stuff. But we'll see what eventually happens there. Let's see what Boone says about the batting order.
Do you have an ideal batting order right now?
No, it'll play it out. I mean, in my mind, I guess I do kind of have an order. Like if everyone's going and healthy, the biggest thing I want to make sure we solve is that leadoff spot. You know, if we can put ourselves in a good spot there, you know, with some combination of Aaron and Juan hitting back to back, sets us up pretty well. Because if we can solve that leadoff spot, and look, I mean, I want it to be DJ, and hopefully it is, but certainly with Alex Verdugo up there is a possibility. I feel like if that leadoff spot gets settled, then we have a chance to be a really special offense, because I do feel like the middle of the lineup then around Aaron and Juan has a chance to be deep and special.
You know, there's still some more left. Let me play it, then I'll give my take.
LeMahieu, then
Yeah.
Soto.
Yeah, I mean,
Soto,
you know, it's certainly one of the ways I pencil it out. But again, we're in, you know, the middle of February right now, so we got a long way to go before that.
So yeah, the thing I want to chime in right there is we have all beefed, so to say, with the Yankees and Aaron Boone with having a steady lineup. Here's what I will say. There's also nothing wrong with having a steady lineup against lefties and against righties. If I'm Aaron Boone and I feel that I have a level of confidence in DJ LeMahieu, I do this quite simply. Against right-handers, Alex Verdugo leads off, and we have a set 1 through 5, 1 through 6. Against left-handers, DJ LeMahieu will lead off, and we have a set 1 through 6, or whatever it is. I think that's very, very fair to do, and that wouldn't bother anybody. It's not like it hasn't been done before. if you're concerned with Verdugo being a guy that may not hit lefties as well, and you don't want him to be up there, you kind of want to hide him in a lineup against a good lefty, have DJ be the leadoff guy. DJ Soto judge against lefties, Verdugo judge Soto against righties. I mean, I'm okay with that. That would not be something that bothers me. In a perfect world, I would like to have it set every day. But that wouldn't be too detrimental to me at all. Let's continue to hear Boone. We got some more that loaded up. Let's keep it going.
And when you look at your roster, what's missing?
Missing from the roster. Let's see what he says.
We'll see. I mean, if the way everyone looks right now, and if they perform the way we believe they're capable of, then I think we have a very complete roster. And then you've always got to have some people step up and when that time calls. But again, we'll see.
And when you look at your roster,
All right, so then really a non-answer there, and I understand that, right? You don't really want to sit there and say, "Hey, we need this." I mean, you just brought in some guys. Boone's not going to come out there and go, "You know who we need? We need Blake Snell." I mean, if we had Blake Snell, now we're really talking. He's not going to say that, obviously. But guys, we're going to pause for a second. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you have not, guys. We are 71 subscribers away from 23,000. And by all means, if you guys did not know yet, myself, Mario, Kev, Francis, we will be at spring training in March. Can't wait for that, guys. We're going to be at some games. We're going to be interviewing fans. We're going to have a bug out, man. It's going to be amazing. Couple of weeks away. Can't wait for that. And again, if you are watching on Twitter, come on over to the YouTube side of things. Hit that subscribe and become not fart. Don't come over here and fart. Become a part of this amazing community. So we thank you guys in advance. Let's keep it going from Boone. One of his messages to the guys is don't squander that time. Take advantage of it. Let's see what he got to say.
You know, time is precious for a
Time is
major league
precious,
athlete,
okay?
right? You know, even the guys that are going to make a career out of this, 10, 15, some might even luck into playing 20 years in this game, they're still going to be a non-player a lot longer. So I think, you know, one of the messages to the guys is you don't squander that time. Don't squander this opportunity that you have as a elite athlete. Take every advantage of it. And I think, you know, I think anytime a guy is in a, you know, free agent or a walk year, I think that's one of those additional carrots that exist, hopefully, for a guy to make sure, man, I got to do everything possible to put myself in a position to be the best I can possibly be. So, yeah, I think it can be a motivator. I think sometimes it can be a pressure, too, that probably goes the other way. It's how you handle it. But hopefully it is another one of those things that hopefully drives you in the right way to be, you know, uber prepared for what's ahead.
Worst thing that Boone has said all posting, uber prepared, folks. Uber prepared. Don't talk that way. Uber prepared. You want to be uber prepared, okay? All right? Uber prepared, okay? Let's see what else we got here from Booney. We got one more video here. Aaron Boone on the Yankees bullpen. Let's take a listen.
I think we got a ton of talent that
hit that like button,
guys
folks.
That will play meaningful roles in our bullpen that, you know, maybe aren't on our roster yet or aren't even on the radar yet. I'm excited about the talent that we have in this organization, from whether it's minor league free agents that we've brought in, guys with big league times that aren't necessarily on the roster. I do feel like we have a deep group to compete and battle for meaningful roles, coupled with, again, despite some of the moves we've had to make this winter that have depleted some of that organizational depth, I do feel like some of the guys that are knocking on the door are really, really talented and have a chance to play meaningful roles for us.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, you know, some of the guys they do got, look, that's something that Dane and I and Carlos have talked about for a while, man, about the depth that the Yankees have, that might be truly one of the better things that they'll have going on. Let me just see something real quick. I'm sorry. 1 second, guys. But yeah. So definitely the bullpen, I think, is a factor where the Yankees do have a shit ton of depth. A big area that they can certainly improve on and get a lot better. No doubt about that. We got a super chat from my brother Ron Thompson. Let's dance. Yeah. Ross says, someone told me it's Love Day today. I love the chat, but most importantly, I love NYY Underground and its creator, Pete Simonetti. Get Snell and free Spank. Get Snell and free Spank. Well, Rod, I love you too, brother. I hope all is well. I hope that foot is healing up, and I can't wait to see you, my friend, on April 20th. I cannot wait. Let me tell you right now, folks, I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm ready for a ball game. I'm ready to call some games. I'm ready for it all, damn it. I'm ready for it all. That's all I'm going to say, all right? Let's see if we got another one here from Boone. 1 second, guys. I know you guys may be getting sick and tired of hearing Boone, but hey, it's kind of what we got to do here. It's kind of what we got to do, It's part of NYY Underground here, folks, All right, here we go. This is a big one right here. This is Boone talking about Anthony Rizzo.
Riz is doing great.
Riz
looks
is doing
great. He's been here a couple weeks now, too. He's over there as we speak, probably taking live at-bats off of Stroman and Nestor and Rodon all throwing today. I think physically Riz was probably ready at the end of the season last year. So it's enabled to him to really have a normal winter as far as preparing for the upcoming season. So I don't anticipate any holdups with that. He's already pushing to get into games very early, so I would expect that to be the case. And again, look, obviously when we're talking about the head, now we got to go see it at the highest level, but I'm really encouraged where he's at, and I think he is too.
Good news on, hey, look, man, again, Boone said it earlier, and I don't want to repeat things that Boone said, but the proof is going to be in the pudding. At the end of the day, Anthony Rizzo is going to be a big factor. He's going to be a very, very big factor for this team going forward. Is he going to be healthy enough? Boone says, by the end of the year, he was ready to go. I find that hard to believe, to be honest, and I know the Yankees are out of it, so what the hell's the point in letting him come back in general? But I don't know. Anthony Rizzo is going to be one of those guys where I think you'll get a very, very good understanding during spring training, because at the end of the day, what you got to see is how the at-bats look. He looked like two different people last year, and it was as clear as day something was up. That's why I find it to be so odd that Anthony Rizzo was allowed to play as long as he did. It's insane to me that nobody sat there and said, this is not the same guy. Guys, I was saying it during Game Season Live. I'm like, bro, something's wrong. The guy's 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts. He's missing balls by a mile. He's late on ground balls going under his glove. He don't know where the hell he is. I'm like, there was so many signs to point to be like, something's off with this guy. And all we continue to hear now is that he's healthy, and God willing he is. Let's hope he is. Anthony Rizzo is still a very, very good player. Rizzo's a guy that can easily pop 20 plus, hit above 260 when he's healthy, and provide solid defense at first base, because let's be real, he saved a lot of errors last year. When Anthony Rizzo is at first base, and he's healthy, he saves a lot of those infielders. Anthony Volpe being a big one that he gets out of a lot of jams. Gleyber Torres on a lot of those quick double plays bounces the ball a lot. You need a healthy Anthony Rizzo. No matter what Ben Rice may be, he's not Anthony Rizzo right now. He's definitely not a healthy Anthony Rizzo. So I know fans want to see these prospects and are hoping, I want to see this guy. I can't wait till I see this guy this year. The best thing for the Yankees is that Rizzo's healthy. That's the best case scenario for the Yankees. You know, you don't know how these guys will perform at this level. You don't know how they're going to handle first base defensively. Because a lot of people want to talk about first base defensively and just kind of say, whatever, it's first base. No, it's important. Especially when you got an infield of guys who don't have the greatest arms on planet Earth. You kind of need somebody who could dig balls out of the ground pretty easy and make some spectacular plays to save some errors. It's very important. That is very, very important for this club. So I'm waiting to see if there's additional updates. If you guys have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Would you like to answer a question right at this particular time? Would you like to do that?
Would you like to do that? If you would like to do that, feel free. But before you do it, give us a thumbs up, smacky the likey, hitty the subby.
Me like it?
No, you bet your ass I do. We are only 5 months away from hearing the new excuses from Boone. Come on, Frank. Frank, I don't want the excuse box to come out this year, Frank. I'll be the first one calling them out, Frank. I'll tell you right now. My guy, Frank. I'll be the first person calling it out. I am not for the excuse bullshit. Nobody wants to hear the excuses at all. Nobody wants to hear it. The guy was an interior decorator. Yeah, we're definitely going to the Sopranos there, right there. Hold on a second. A little Soprano action, okay?
Oh! Oh!
All right, guys. Spring training is back. If you are just tuning in, Aaron Boone is holding his press conference. It may actually be over already, but I'll be honest. I like a lot of the answers. We haven't heard nothing about a fucking Death Star and World Series caliber. It's been more of prove it on the field. And I like that. I like that a lot more. Prove it on the field, and that's it. Prove it on the field. That's what I want to see. Felice, thank you, Felice, and I can't wait to see you soon enough. Maybe it's just the last few years, but the sound of Boone's voice makes me sick to my stomach. I'm right there with you. I'm not gonna bullshit about that. I'm gonna tell you guys the truth all the time. And yeah, I'm there with you. There was a point last year, after calling just about every single Yankee game from start to finish, where seeing Boone alone got me angry. And being a man, I don't like to say stuff like that because I'm like, I don't want my emotion to get the best of me. That's seeing a guy that I don't hate, but I dislike because I feel like he's affecting my ball club. Really pissed me off. And yeah, Boone got me to that point last year. Whenever I saw him, I got disgusted. And I even just fucking started screaming. Not that I don't just start screaming out of nowhere, but I did. I kind of just started screaming a couple of times last year. So nothing really new in that regard. But let's see if we got any additional updates. Yes Network has been updating their Twitter with Booney stuff pretty quickly. No, it's probably wrapping up now. Let me double check one thing, guys. Give me a second. I'll pull this back up here. What's this here? Don't need that. Let me see. All right, we got some. Let's see if we get some. Let me check for the footage real quick, guys, and I'll get you guys some of the footage of Carlos Rodon and things like that. Let's see. All right, that's Boone again talking about the catchers. I know I've seen some stuff from Carlos Rodon. And speaking of Carlos Rodon, one second. Quick shout out. If you guys go ahead and give me 1 second. Mario sent it to me earlier. I just want to make sure I get it right. Where was it? This is from Ashley Rodon. So speaking of Carlos Rodon, this is from his wife. My uncle, who was like another parent to me growing up, is in emergency surgery trying to save his life. Thank you for all the prayers. It really does mean the world to me. So again, I do just want to go ahead and say a shout out, and if obviously for the folks in here, many of you who believe in the power of prayer, please send a prayer out to Ashley Rodon and the Rodon's family. It's her uncle, who it seems like was basically another parent to her growing up. So that's the last thing you'd want when you are, of course, your husband. In her case, her husband headed out to spring training and potentially facing a big year for himself. Is a good one. So, Ashley, for the NYY community, your uncle's in our thoughts and prayers, and hopefully he has a very strong and prompt recovery. So I just wanted to make sure we got that out there. Here is some footage of Carlos Rodon throwing some BP. So let's make this. Let me turn this volume off here. So here's a little video here of Rodon. Let's see how that. Let's see if he gets a nice extension here. Yeah, you can see the little drive towards the mound a little more. I know I'm probably breaking this one down a little too much, but you can see that drive a little bit more from Carlos there. If you see it again here, and right there you're not going fully out right there. Edge with the super chat says if Boone starts with his dancing bullshit, Girardi should become the new coach. I still find it odd, and I know people probably say you're reading too much into this. It is kind of weird that they bring Girardi back when Boone's last year is here and they bring him into the booth. I don't know. I just kind of find that a little odd. Probably means nothing. I just find it a little odd in my opinion, but who knows? Who knows, folks? Who knows? Let's see if we got anything else here. If not, let me also double check one more thing. I don't know if anybody has left a voicemail. We actually do have a voicemail. Let me go ahead and play this voicemail from you guys.
Hey, what's up, Pete? This is Danny from Orange County. Just want to say what's up to all the NYY Underground Familia, everybody in the chat. Don't forget to subscribe, like this channel.
Thank you,
Love
brother.
Popping in, checking what you guys are doing. Love the content. Anyway, I predicted a few weeks back that Stroman would have the first no-hitter at Yankee Stadium. I'm also going to predict that the Yankees lock up Soto throughout the season. I know it's unheard of for the Yankee front office to do that, but come on, this is Soto. This is the unicorn. This is Jesus Cristo. And yeah, I think they're going to get it done on the off season. There's no way they should let that fester into the off season next year. So they should lock him up. They have him under the roof. Let's lock this kid up. And yeah, I think we should also sign Snell for like 2 years, $60 million. Let's just do it. Pull the trigger. 2 years, $60 million. Or even $62 million. That's it. We're not losing anything. We're not breaking the bank. We're keeping our prospects. Let's just sign them and get it over with. Love you guys. Yeah, come on.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. And guys, 804-592-6160. We got doing about a good hour plus today. So we got 10, 15, 20 minutes. So if you guys want to go ahead, drop a voicemail, 804-592-6160. We'll get to some of those today. You guys loaded me and Dane up yesterday with a shit ton of voicemails. Again, guys, I do believe the Aaron Boone press conference is over. If more news continues to come in, I'll be happy to cut to that. But as of right now, I do believe that is it. I'm checking Twitter as we speak to see if there's anything else. We're seeing some other teams. I don't give a poot. We don't give a poot about that. The big updates right now, if anybody is not aware of this, Scott Efros will not be back to midsummer. He had surgery on his back in December. And then Jose Trevino is going to miss the first couple of weeks of games with a calf strain. So just giving everybody a heads up on that. If you're coming in a little late, if you didn't hear that, that is the case. When it comes to the injury front, there really hasn't been anything else as of late that we've seen. Let's see what we got in the chat here. Robert, what's going on? Sean, how you doing, my guy? William, what's up, brother? My guy Jocko in the house. Of course he is. That's my guy. What do you think is the timeline for Snell? How much spring training does he sacrifice waiting it out? Seems risky for him. You know, Tyler, they got complexes too that guys could still work out in. So I don't know if it's going to be something that it's like he's sitting home doing nothing. I'm pretty sure a guy like him knows his routine and he is likely working out already and, you know, getting prepared, probably throwing bullpens. I don't think it's that he's sitting home and waiting. Old Sarge, strength and honor, brother. I don't think it's that at all. I think the main thing for him is, you know, I would say that getting familiar with your catcher, getting familiar with your team, that's probably something that he is, you know, missing out on a little bit. But when it comes to his ramp up and you know, going for the year, I don't think it would be something I'd be too concerned about, to be honest. I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be fine if that's the case. But again, you got to sign him. And will the Yankees do that? I don't know. That is what we have to see. That is what we have to see as Shohei Ohtani's out there getting his hacks in, as you guys probably saw that video yesterday. It's another video right here of Boone talking about how Rizzo is doing really well. It's a good thing to hear. DJ Steele's going to send me a heart-shaped chicken cutlet for Valentine's Day. That would be amazing, actually. I would really appreciate that. But then again, I can't eat fried foods for a little while, so. Trevino is hurt. There is a calf strain. So he's going to be out for the first couple of weeks of games in spring training. They don't believe it's going to affect him for the regular season. Guys, subscribe if you have not. Hit that subby, turn notifications on. Hit that like button if you have not. If there is any news today, I might be live again later tonight. I don't know. We have not gotten any voicemails in. I guess nobody wants to talk to us today. Okay. Look, it's all right. It's okay. Just hurt my feelings a bit. That's fine. I'm not like Boone. I don't feel bullied, okay? Alfonso, yeah, Scott Efros could be transferred to the 60-day, and that could open a spot. That is true, in case the Yankees did get Snell, and they don't want to release anybody else. They could do that. They could definitely do that. Let's see what else we got going on here. Is this another one from Boone? That's the Rizzo update still. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. All right, well, there's not much else going on there. So, guys, we're going to get ready to go ahead and wrap up. Again, thank you so much to the 300 and something plus that were in here today. Guys, if you have not hit that like button, please go ahead and do so. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and do so. We are literally 71 subs away from 23,000 in a very, very great spot to have a monster 2024. Guys, we are super excited about it. I cannot wait for it. So again, guys, thank you for hanging out with us today. If there is any type of news that comes out in this afternoon, I'll be ready to go live for that again and have a discussion with you guys. Obviously, we got the whole team here. So appreciate it all. Thank you guys. Have a great Valentine's Day. And I think we actually had now you guys want to send me voicemails. Now you guys want to send me voicemails. Let me play it.
Hey Pete, Kamala here. Just wondering if you heard anything about like any pitchers or anyone signing anywhere else or with the Yankees. But here we go with the injuries. Like, it's the first day of spring and they already have a couple of injuries. Like, they're probably going to be trying to fill those positions, but Blake Snell would be a great one to fill that position or trade for Cease. But yeah, hope you have a good day and go Yankees. Talk to you later, Pete. Have a good
Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate that, my guy. Let's keep it going.
Hey, what's up, Pete? I have a question. Are you interested in Liam Hendricks as a 2-year deal, league minimum for the first year, and then a $10 or $15 million contract for the second year. Whatever you think. How's it going?
Nah, I would pass on Hendricks, to be honest with you. The Yankees have a shit ton in that lower minor league system and the upper levels also that they could really put a lot together. So I wouldn't be too concerned about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
what up,
just
Cincinnati? The
in
one and only
time.
Philly neighborhood DJ Steelio calling in again. How you doing?
How you doing?
Hey, man. I don't know if you spoke about this. I don't know if this is recent or whatever, but it just came into my mind. So apparently there's this one thing going on, like some teams aren't happy about it. I don't know who isn't happy about it, but
Jerseys?
the whole fake injury thing.
Oh.
Like the way they did with Donaldson, the Yankees did with Donaldson, put him on the IL because, to fake an injury. But in reality, they just wanted to sit him down instead of cutting him, like earlier last year. I don't know if other teams aren't like too happy about that, but I know damn well that a lot of teams do that. But
of course,
I don't know if I don't know if MLB is gonna, crack down on that, if that makes sense. It's not a big deal. I just don't know, I don't know if it's a big deal, I guess. But, it is what it is. I don't have a joke for you today. I just gotta say, let's go Yankees, man. Peace.
Wow, he doesn't have his book in front of him. I'm shocked by this. I am shocked by this. How in the world do you not have your book prepared, Steels? I am shocked by this. Really am. I really am. I was expecting a friendly DJ, neighborhood DJ Steelio joke at the end of that. It just feels normal. Doesn't feel normal now. But you're talking about right there is the Billy Epler stuff. Billy Epler got in trouble for phantom ILs, apparently. I don't know how it's really... I don't know how it is caught, how they catch it. I don't know. But yeah, teams do phantom ILs all the time. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up. If there's any news, you guys know who is going to bring it to you. NYYU, real talk for the real fan. Join the fam, join the movement, join the you, baby. You guys already know the deal. Join the movement, join the fam, join the you. There we go. I had it right that time. Until next time, baby, I'm out. See you guys later. Peace, baby. Adios.
Top 10 radar, yeah, we on your radar. Never miss, dog, and that's on occasion. Yeah, we on your radar. Yeah. Hey, look, top floor, lifestyle, chef and boy, I'm cooking up. Way too high, ain't coming down, you'll see me if you looking up. I don't really talk too much, I show I'm running numbers up. Lucky that I'm strolling up, I'm going off, they know what's up. Wrist too silly, yeah, numbers crack the billy. Yeah, don't need no dilly, I'm too fresh, I feel like really, yeah. Feel the duffels up the sign, I need a million. I'm about to take off, and I know that I'm on they radar. Top 10.